Alors, bonjour. Je m'appelle Ayamike Michel. My name is Mr. Ayamike Michel. You know, I'm your friend teacher, so I'll be putting you through the Delf examination part 1. That's A1.1. A1.1. So I will show you how to answer each question. Is that okay? But for me to show you how to answer each question, you will have done what? All revision on each topic. Is that okay? From first topic as Unité 1 and Unité 6. Is that okay? Well, don't worry, I will put you. So let me show you how to do this. And by the time you have your textbook, you can actually exercise. Is that okay? Let me show you how it goes, how the exam is going to be. But you have to be very attentive because we're going to use the French word throughout. Is that okay? I will show you some clue how to answer some questions. And it is very easy. Even though if you cannot even speak the language, you should be able to do what? To give the answer. Because there are some clue there to guide you. Is that okay? There are some things that will help you to give the right response. Is that okay? So let's go. So I'm going to share my script right now. Okay. Good. Now welcome to Delf Prim A1.1. You can see it here. Is that okay? Delf Prim A1.1. If you subscribe for Delf Prim A1, this is for you. And I don't want you to have this fear that it is difficult. It is very easy, very easy. Good. The first part is comprehension, oral comprehension, called comprehension de l'oral. Comprehension de l'oral, that is what? Oral comprehension. Just for 15 minutes, that is what? Part 1, exercise 1, part 1, that is 8 points. It's called 8 points. But here, what are you supposed to do? You have to observe the picture, right? You have to listen. You listen, you observe. And at this junction, you're going to do what? You're going to circle the right answer. Is that okay? You're going to circle the right answer. So the next page, we're going to do 1 or 2 assignments about this part 1, comprehension de l'oral. So you have the idea of what? Of the oral comprehension. Very good. Now, they have the instructions written in French. Mostly, here we have regarde le dessin. Regard means what? Watch or look at. And here, because we're talking about examination, we will be begging for your observation. You need to observe. Here we say, observe the picture below. So when you say regard here, observe the picture below. So I advise you to observe when you see, écoute le dialogue et entoure le bon dessin. Regarde le dessin. The number 1 instruction is what? Regard, which means observe. Look and observe. Now, while observing, the next thing is what? Écoute les petits dialogues et entoure le bon dessin. So dialogue, you listen to the dialogue. So you be advised to do what? To circle the right answer. That is why you were asked to do what? To release, to watch, or to observe. Then listen. Your observation, then your listening. It will allow you to do what? To circle the right answer. But before you do that, very well, you need to pay attention to each picture. Here we have 1, 2, 3. Nous avons 3 dessins ici. We have 3 pictures. 1, 2 et 3. Ça va? Good. This instruction. Écoute les petits dialogues et entoure le bon dessin. Listen to the dialogue. Some people will be talking, okay, and you have to listen. Is that okay? But here, we're going to listen, and the scripture, okay, of the dialogue has been printed here. Okay? You might not have this on your exam sheet, so don't expect any script of any dialogue. Is that okay? So what we do is to pay attention, listening, and observation. Good. Écoute les petits dialogues et entoure. Écoute les petits dialogues. Dialogue is what? Dialogue. Écoute. So while talking, while reading, I'll be showing you behavioral sign. Which means if I say écoute, I will do this. But if I say écoute, parle, I will touch my mouth, which means I'm talking. Respire. Breathe in or breathe out. That's okay. Just look at my hand and the way I will behave. So I will interpret some word for you or some sentences. Is that okay? The dialogue is being held between two people here. I'm going to play the dialogue very soon. Good. Now, here we have écoute, dialogue 1. Dialogue 1. Tu entends. Écoute encore. Example. This is the example of the dialogue. So you have to what? You have to listen. Tu entends. So you have to listen. Écoute encore. Listen once again. Is that okay? So let's go. So on that day, we're going to play this sound for you. Okay? The only thing you have to do is to listen. So let me put you in the proper realm of the examination. There we go. Sorry, let me unshare and share again because I want to be very sure that I have included the system audio. Is that okay? So let me be very sure of that. Okay, I'm going to share it again. I want to be very, very sure that I've included sound system because that there is not a black person that is speaking like me, but a white man. So it's better we use a white man sound, okay? Vocal sound of a white man so that we have the idea already. Is that okay? I may not be able to say it the way they're going to say it. Is that okay? Because they are faster than us. And the way I'm talking to you is not the way they'll be talking to you too. So they'll be very fast. Is that okay? All right. So pay attention. Bravo. Je suis de retour. Maintenant, on va commencer. Écoute. Observe. Entoure. Ça, c'est la partie 1.
Delf Prim.
Compréhension de l'oral.
Exercice 1. Regarde.
Let me start again.
Delf Prim.
Compréhension de l'oral.
Exercice 1.
Delf Prim, compréhension orale. Exercice 1. That exercice 1 that they are talking about is exercise 1. Okay? It carries 8 points. So this exercice 1, exercise 1. Exercice 1. Bien.
Regarde les dessins.
Regarde les dessins, which means look at the pictures below. Regarde les dessins, look at the picture below, which means we need your observation. You need to observe. Okay, that's what I mean by that, regard. But here, let me tell you the secret. It is an observation. Observe very well. Look at it. I want you to fix your eyes on this picture very well now. So as you're fixing your eyes on this picture, what have you noticed? Good, let's go.
Écoute les petits dialogues et entoure le bon dessin.
Écoute les petits dialogues. Listen to the dialogue. Listen, écoute the dialogue. And entour, encircle the right answer. The right answer is represented by what? Each picture. But we have 3 pictures here. Okay, this is an example.
Comme dans l'exemple. Exemple.
Tu entends.
Dialogue 1.
Tu as des frères et des sœurs, Nikki?
Oui, j'ai un frère et une sœur.
Un frère et une sœur?
I have it. Do you have a brothers and sisters? Oui, yes. I have a brother, I have a sister. A brother and sister, oui, that is it. So look at it. Un frère et une sœur, a brother and sister, oui, c'est ça. Yes, that is it.
Oui, c'est ça.
Nikki a combien de frères et de sœurs?
Now the question is this. In the dialogue, you say, oui, j'ai un frère et une sœur. Okay? J'ai un frère et une sœur. I have a sister, I have a brother. Now the question is this. How many? Combien? When you hear combien, let your mind goes to how many? Is that taken? How many? Combien? Nikki a combien de frères et sœurs? So if I say, come, you are talking about brothers and sisters here. And Nikki said, I have a brother and a sister. So you mean brother and sister? And Nikki replies, oui, yes, that is it. So the question is, combien de frères et sœurs Nikki a? Or Nikki, this is the question here. Get a question. Nikki a combien de frères et sœurs? Nikki a combien de frères et sœurs? That is the question. Is that okay? The answer should be what? If we know that combien means how many, and we are talking about brothers and sisters. So how many brothers and sisters does Nikki have? Okay. Combien de frères Nikki? Combien de frères? Sorry, Nikki a combien de frères et sœurs? Good. Now, here, you can see that in this picture, we have 3 pictures. One person is here. The same person is what is repeated in the 3 pictures, right? Meanwhile, the other picture, we have what? Sister, sisters, sister. We have 3 sisters here. We have 2 sisters and 1 brother. And here we have a sister. And this is a person called Nikki. And Nikki has a sign. There's a star here on her head, okay? To show us that that is the person talking, that is Nikki. So if Nikki is this person, and we have 2 sisters here, we have a brother and a sister, plus Nikki, which is another sister, 2 sisters and a brother, and Nikki herself. So the right answer is circled here. to tell us that Nikki is telling us that she has a brother that is here and a sister that is here. Okay, we have Nikki here too, but in the dialogue, Nikki doesn't have two sisters. She has only one. That's I have, j'ai une sœur et un frère. Frère means what? Brother. And sœur means what? Sister. Is that taken? Is that taken? J'ai une sœur et un frère. So that is what Nikki, that's having a star on her head here, is telling us. J'ai un frère et une sœur. So that's the reason why they circle this option. Okay, so this is the picture Nikki is talking about. So what you have to do is just pick your pencil and do what? And circle the right answer. Please pay attention. Let me go, let me continue.
Écoute encore.
Listen again.
Dialogue 1.
Tu as des frères et des sœurs, Nikki?
Oui. J'ai un frère et une sœur.
Un frère et une sœur?
Oui, c'est ça.
Nikki a combien de frères et de sœurs?
Nikki,
Tu entoures le dessin numéro 2.
bravo. Tu entoures le dessin
Attends.
numéro 2. Tu entoures le dessin numéro 2. You're going to encircle picture number 2. Okay? Dessin numéro 2 is 1, 2, 3. So this dessin numéro 2, you can see tu entoures dessin numéro 2. So you can have this on page 87. When you pick your homework, when you pick your workbook, look, we have everything together. Now the pages has changed, I think so. But if you have the old one, go to page 87. But if you have the new one, just go to Delf examination practice. You will see it there. You see this page there. Is that okay? The pages have changed. Is that okay? Good. So you circle the number 2, dessin numéro 2. Do you understand? That's the example. Now let me play everything so that you can understand this, okay, from the beginning. Now this is how we are starting. You will just go ahead, listen and observe, okay? All right, this part, I've explained this part, let's go how it's supposed to be.
Delf Prim.
Compréhension de l'oral.
Exercice 1. Regarde les dessins. Écoute les petits dialogues et entoure le bon dessin, comme dans l'exemple. Exemple.
Tu entends.
Dialogue 1.
Tu as des frères et des sœurs, Nikki?
Oui. J'ai un frère et une sœur.
Un frère et une sœur?
Oui, c'est ça.
Nikki a combien de frères et de sœurs?
Nikki a un frère
Écoute
et
encore.
une sœur.
Dialogue 1.
Tu as des frères et des sœurs, Nikki?
Oui. J'ai un frère et une sœur.
Un frère et une sœur?
Oui, c'est ça.
Nikki a combien de frères et de sœurs? Tu entoures le dessin numéro 2.
Attention, nous commençons. Écoute bien.
Good. So this example we have, so this is how it's going to be. So this part is la compréhension orale scores what? 8 points, and it is within 15 minutes. Is that okay? So you have to be very, very fast. But don't be fast in such a way that you make mistake. The reason why you have to be very, very fast is you have to pay attention. Being fast here is for you to pay attention because the reader, the person that is talking, and those people that are in dialogue, they are going to be very, very fast. So don't be left behind. That's what I'm saying. You have to be very, very fast. Pay attention, observe, and circle the right answer. So let's start. Okay, you're starting the exam, the mock, how it's going to be. So this is what we have here. Okay, all these questions have been answered. Good. This for us not to waste time that I've prepared down for you. Is that taken? All right. Listen. Okay. The answer is already there, but I will comment on each answer. Is that okay? Good. Let's go.
Dialogue 2.
Tu as quel âge, Nikki?
Dialogue 2. Listen, dialogue 2, look at it. This is dialogue 2. I've told you initially that you're not going to see the script of the dialogue. Okay? That's what's happening here. Most scripts of the dialogue, you just need to observe. You listen, at the same time you observe it. So when listening, somewhere will guide you. That's what we're going to have here. Is that taken? All right.
Qui?
J'ai 6 ans.
10 ans?
Non, 6 ans.
Good. Nikki Akelash, how old is Nikki? When Nikki is talking, Nikki said, j'ai 6 ans. The other person asked again, 10 ans? You mean 10? Said no. No means no. We is. So j'ai 6 ans. That's the reason why we circle 6 here. Okay? Is that taken? That's why we have 6 here. All right.
Nikki a quel âge?
Nikki à quel âge? Again, it's coming again. Nikki à quel âge? Now listen.
Écoute encore.
Dialogue 2.
Tu as quel âge, Nikki?
J'ai 6 ans.
10 ans?
Non, 6 ans.
Good. J'ai 6 ans. Is that okay? Am I communicating? Good. All right. You hear dialogue numéro 3. Dialogue number 3. Pay attention.
Nikki a quel âge?
Dialogue 3.
Tu habites où, Nikki?
Dans une maison, en ville.
Dialogue 3. Yeah, here. Tu habites où? I believe most of you should know the question. Tu habites où means what? Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live means tu habites où? So when I ask you tu habites où, what am I expecting from you? I'm expecting where you live from you. You should be able to tell me where you live. Is that okay? So here, Nikki is describing where she lives by telling us dans une maison. Maison is a house. Okay? Maison. So if you see any building like this, whether in town, okay, in a farm, in a village, okay, on an island, you have what? It is maison. Where we stay is called maison. Okay, good. Then maison is here, but where the maison is, so you can have 3 pictures here. 3 pictures. We have one in the farm, one on an island or on the sea. You can see it. One in a town. Can't you see that? We have what? Zebra line here for people to cross. Now let's listen to Nikki again. We have La Ville. The town is called La Ville. The town is called La Ville. Village is village. La Ferme is firm. L'île is island. Now look at it.
En ville?
Oui. Dans une maison.
Oui.
Nikki habite où? Écoute encore.
Dialogue 3.
Tu habites où, Nikki?
Dans une maison.
Tu habites où, Nikki? Dans une maison. I live in a house. Now, listen, the second question.
En ville.
En ville, dans une maison, en ville. I live in a home in town. Is that taken? All of us, we are in Lagos. I live in home in town. You can see the house here is just by the main road side, but that is not the same thing here with us. Rather, we have our estates close to the main road. Is that okay? But not our house or apartment just very close to the main road. You don't observe this here in Ireland, but in mainland, in Lagos, in part of Lagos, you will see that. If you go to some places in mainland, you see that some houses are just by the main road. So that is what we're observing here. Dans une maison, en ville. En ville. Ville is what? It's a town.
En ville?
Oui. Dans une maison.
En ville, oui, dans une maison. In a town, yes, in a house. We. Okay, that is how we circle this picture here. So we are going to dialogue 4. So what I want you to do is just to pay attention. The word that you hear, okay, that's the word that you direct. Is that it?
Nikki habite où?
Dialogue 4.
Nikki, tu me prêtes tes ciseaux? Mes ciseaux? Oui, s'il te plaît.
Nikki, tu me prêtes tes ciseaux? Mes ciseaux? Oui, tes ciseaux, s'il te plaît. So here, what are we supposed to know here? These are the objects in the class that we should know. Tu me prêtes tes ciseaux? Prêter, okay? I would like to have your scissors. So if you want to get something from someone, say, prête-moi. Okay? You want him to lend you something. You have to collect it from him. So let's in the dialogue directly, we had ciseaux. Ciseaux is one of the items we use in the class. Okay? So that is it.
Tiens,
Tiens, take.
Nikki prête quoi? Écoute encore.
Nikki prête quoi? Nikki prête quoi? Nikki is giving out what?
Encore.
Dialogue 4.
Nikki, tu me prêtes tes ciseaux? Mes ciseaux? Oui, s'il te plaît. Tiens,
You can hear that the word ciseaux has been repeated several times, just to tell you that they are talking about ciseaux. Oh, is that okay? And while talking about ciseaux, is we the ciseaux, yes, your scissors. So even though you don't understand the question, for the facts that they are saying we ciseaux, the right answer is ciseaux. It's all about ciseaux, not about the ruler, which we call la règle, not about la gomme, which we call eraser. Is that taken? All right.
Niki prête quoi?
Dialogue 5.
Now we want to have number 5.
5.
Niki, tu veux jouer à la corde à sauter? À la corde à sauter? Oui, d'accord.
La corde à sauter. What do we call a corde? So here, this word, ball, we all know that ball is what? That football, soccer. In French, it's called le football. Le football, they didn't mention le football. Okay? They didn't mention le jeu à carreaux, they didn't mention it. La corde. La corde à sauter. Okay, la corde is what? It's a rope. Is that okay?
Niki veut jouer à quoi? Écoute encore.
Dialogue 5.
Niki, tu veux jouer à la corde à sauter? À la corde à sauter? Oui, d'accord.
Oui, d'accord. The same thing happened here too. La corde à sauter? Oui, d'accord. The answer has been repeated in their dialogue several times. Is that okay? Ah,
Niki veut jouer à quoi?
Niki veut jouer à quoi? Niki veut jouer à la corde à sauter. La corde à sauter. Is that okay? Niki veut jouer à la corde à sauter. Is that okay? Niki veut jouer à la corde à sauter. Do you understand? Good. All right.
Exercice 2.
Good. Now we are done with what? Exercise 1. Is that okay? We say that exercice 1, we are done with exercice 1. Look at exercice 1 here. 8 points. And exercice 2 also 8 points. Exercise 1 is called 8 points. And exercise 2 is still 8 points. Is that okay? But it's still oral comprehension. You know, by the other hand, we were just busy in circling the right answer. But here, you're not going to circle any answer. Do you understand? They are going to measure the number of a dialogue. Do you understand? And they will say something in that dialogue. So when you're looking at the picture, you say, okay, this message is for this dialogue, and you have to name the message. So let's go.
Regarde les dessins. Écoute les messages et écris le numéro du message sous le dessin correspondant.
Good. Look at the picture, or observe the picture, okay? And the message of each picture, of each corresponding picture, you understand? Each message is for a particular picture. Is that okay? So when measuring the message, they will give you the number of the message. Like message number 4. When they say the message number 4, what is happening in the message number 4? That is what they will say. So it's for you to find out of the 4 messages, which one are they referring to? Do you understand? Good. Here we go. I'm going to start.
Attention, nous commençons.
Let's start.
Écoute bien.
Message numéro 1.
Message numéro 1. That is message number 1. Message number 1, I was the one that put all these one here to avoid wasting of time. Now we are doing revision. That is why it is here. Okay. We have message numéro 1. We have 4 pictures and we have 4 messages. Okay. Good. Message numéro 1. Listen.
Nico a mal au bras.
Nico a mal au bras. So when you remember part of the body in class 4, okay? Part of the body that we soon do, okay? Nico a mal au bras, and this is what we call le bras. This is arm. The arm is what? Le bras. If this is called le bras, a man. Man is these words. When you say j'ai mal, it means a part of body is hurting you. Commonly, we say, oh, this part of body is paining me, is paining me. Rather, a part of the body is hurting you. Okay, we are feeling pain. Okay, and that part of the body. So here we say, my interpretation is saying that this is what we call le bras. Le bras. Un Nico a mal, Niki, sorry, a mal au bras. Elle a mal au bras. You see? So the pain is from le bras. A mal au bras. Now I want you to observe this picture, these 4 pictures here, and tell me where the key is hurt. And find out the message number 1. Message numéro 1, Nikki a mal au bras. We can see that Nikki is really in pain. Look at her arm here. Le bras is arm, and the bras is hurting her. Her arm is hurting her. So you can see numéro 1, message numéro 1. Nikki a mal au bras. Let's go.
Écoute encore.
Listen again.
Message numéro 1.
Message numéro 1.
Nico a mal au bras.
Nico a mal au bras. So, message numéro 1 is for Nico, mal au bras. To tell where Nico is. Nico is here. Okay, this is le bras. And he has his man, it is hurting him. So, the message numéro 1, we have no doubt, just put here, message numéro 1, a mal au bras. Is that taken? Let's continue.
Message numéro 2.
Message numéro 2. We have it already. 2 is written there. Got it. 2 is number 2. Good. Let's.
Nico a mal à la tête.
Nico a mal à la tête.
Écoute encore.
Nico
Message numéro 2.
Message numéro 2. Nico a mal à la tête. This is la tête. La tête. Let me remind you, for those of you that have forgot. This is la tête. Remember this one. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. J'ai des yeux, des oreilles, une bouche et un nez. Tête. Let me stop there. Tête is what? The head. Now we say Nico a mal à la tête, and you can see his head. So that is message numéro 2. That's message number 2, right?
2.
Nico a mal à la tête.
Nico a mal. Oh, j'ai mal. Oh, j'ai mal. Et j'ai mal. Mal means you're having pain. Is that okay? You're having pain. So when you say Nico a mal à la tête, Nico is having headache. He has hurt his head on something, so he went to the hospital and look at the results. So we say Nico a mal à la tête. That's a picture number 2. Is that okay?
Message numéro 3.
Nico a mal aux pieds.
Nico a mal au pied. Tête, épaule, genou, pied. So when I say pied is what? Is my foot. Is that okay? Le pied is the foot. He cannot walk, he's limping. That's okay. So, il a mal au pied. When you cannot work very well, you're limping, you say, j'ai mal au pied. So, for me to tell someone that you are hurt, I will say, oh, Tunde, Nico a mal au pied. Is that okay? So our message number 3 is what? Nico a mal au pied. Look at the picture very well. So have you seen that?
Écoute encore. Message numéro 3.
Nico a mal aux pieds.
Message numéro 4.
Nico a mal à l'oreille.
Nico a mal à l'oreille. Nico a mal à l'oreille. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. J'ai des yeux, des oreilles. Estampillé, des oreilles. The two are called des oreilles. Okay. But when I want to mention just one, I will say l'oreille. J'ai mal à l'oreille. J'ai mal à l'oreille. Donc, si tu as mal à l'oreille, your ear is hurting you. So that's the reason why they put this here. Look at it. Her ear is hurting her. So we have le message numéro 4.
Écoute encore. Message numéro 4.
Nico a mal à l'oreille.
Exercice 3. Regarde les dessins.
Good. We are done with exercise 2. That carries 8 points also. So exercise 1, 8 points. Exercise 2, 8 points. That's what 16 already. So it is very easy. You will get it, okay? All right. Good. Here we are. Exercice numéro 3. It carries 9 points. Exercice numéro 3 a 9 points. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points. Bravo. Bonne chance à vous. Exercice numéro 3. Exercice numéro 3. On a 9 points. Bon, on commence. Let's continue. Regarde le dessin. Still oral comprehension. Is that okay? See? Still oral comprehension. You can see they are in green. All right. So in 15 minutes, we should be able to round up this. Is that okay? In 15 minutes, should be able to round up this. Is that taken? All right. Good. Let's continue. Exercice numéro 3.
Dessin. Écoute les dialogues et entoure les bons dessins. Attention, nous commençons. Écoute bien.
Dialogue 1.
Elle est comment ta sœur, Nico?
Elle a les cheveux roux. Aujourd'hui, elle a un chapeau.
Elle a les cheveux roux. OK? Et aujourd'hui, elle porte un chapeau. Cheveux roux is what? Cheveux is what? is the hair, not the head. The hair, I don't have it. I don't have it. If you have, you can give me a comment. If that's okay, I really need it. So that I will use it to cover my hair. I will use it to cover my head so that without a cap or whatever, the sun will not hit my flesh. Is that okay? Some of us that have brown hair, we don't have hair. Are you getting my point? I'm cracking a joke, but I want you to get it. So what cover our head is what? Les cheveux. Les cheveux. And I have what? If you have les cheveux, it means you have hair. Okay? Les cheveux. So I want you to touch your father's hair, or if he doesn't have like me, sorry, go and touch your mommy's hair. Okay, I have les cheveux is what I see have. This is what les cheveux is, the hair. Les cheveux. Now this person saying that her sister has les cheveux roux. Les cheveux roux. It means what? It is not a yellow. It is not red. It is not pink. So, les cheveux, most time we African, we have les cheveux marron, brown. So here they are trying to talk about brown hair. So the sister has brown hair. So let's play it again.
Elle a des lunettes?
Oui, elle a des lunettes.
Elle a des lunettes. Oui, elle a des lunettes. Lunettes is what? Glasses. I don't use glasses. I use just 4 eyes. People that use glasses are using 4 eyes. Okay, I have just 2 eyes. I'm using them. Some people have 2 eyes, but they have additional 2 eyes that we call les lunettes. So les lunettes is what? Glasses. Glasses is what? Les lunettes. So here immediately in this 4 picture, we've noticed that the 4 picture we have her sister in different color, having different kind of hair with 2 glasses. Automatically, the 2 that are not having glasses are out of our answer. Am I correct? If you look into it very well, if you look into it very well, we have this. Now look at it. I want to do something. So these 2 answers are out because they are not having picture. They are not having glasses. So out of these 2, this one and this one, which one is the correct one? Let's play it again.
Écoute encore.
Dialogue 1.
Elle est comment ta sœur, Nico?
Elle a les cheveux roux. Aujourd'hui, elle a un chapeau.
Elle a des lunettes?
Oui, elle a des lunettes.
Elle a les cheveux roux, brown hair. Today she's putting it on a cap and she has glasses. And this person also is having what? This person, right? Look at it. She's having cap. She's having glasses, but her hair is not brown. So she's not part of it. So the right answer to circle is this. Have you seen this? That is it. Les cheveux roux, un chapeau et des lunettes. That is the question and that's the answer. Elle a les cheveux roux, un chapeau et des lunettes.
Dialogue 2.
So dialogue day, we are going to rush that.
Il est comment, ton animal préféré?
Il est petit.
Il marche?
Non, il ne marche pas. Il saute.
It sautes. Good. How is your animal, the favorite animal? That is pets. Here they are talking about pets here. So in this dialogue number 2, we have birds. We have what? Fish. Okay, we have a small animal. We call it le lapin in French. And we have another one here. We call it le canard. Okay. The question is this. The answer, does it work? He said no. Does it swim? He said no. Does it fly? He said no. Does it hop? Or does it jump? He said oui. I'm going to play it again.
Écoute encore.
Listen again.
Dialogue 2.
Il est comment, ton animal préféré?
How does it look like? Your favorite pets or your pets? How does it look like?
Il est petit.
Il marche?
Non, il ne marche pas. Il saute.
Dialogue
Is soot. So definitely our answer is what? It's soot. Have you seen that? All right.
Dialogue 3.
Dis, Nico, qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger?
J'aime le poisson et les frites.
J'aime les poissons, les frites. Okay? I love fish and chips. Is that okay? Now, you can see that the cancel something here. This sort of bottle, this bottle, sort of bottle, this sort of bottle. Good. Now let's continue.
Des frites? Avec beaucoup de sel?
Non, sans sel.
Sunset without salt. Remember, he said, j'aime les poissons. Les poissons. So when he says j'aime les poissons, automatically, I will say it might be this, it might be this one also. Because he mentioned poisson. Good. That's the first thing to do. Okay, poisson. Et les frites. You have frites all over the places. You have this was like yam, this chicken. Tu aimes du poisson? Poisson is what? Fish. And we have it here. We have poisson, we have poisson. And frites, we have frites. We have frites. Here we have frites. Well, we have frites. We are not disputing that, but we don't have poisson, we have chicken, viande. Le poulet, he doesn't use poulet, so the poulet is out of it. Sorry. I need to erase something. I need to erase this. Okay. So I need to use this to cancel it. So we don't have poulet, we don't have chicken, we have poisson. So we have 2 questions left, and out of the 2, we pick one. Now, what will help us to pick one?
Écoute encore.
Dialogue 3.
Dis, Nico, qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger?
J'aime le poisson.
J'aime le poisson. So that's why we pick the 2 plates, the 2 pictures here. So we are going to eliminate one. J'aime le poisson. Now listen.
Et les frites.
Des frites? Avec beaucoup de sel?
avec beaucoup de sel, with much more salt? What was his answer?
Non.
No, no, I don't like salt. That is why the salt of bottle here has been cancelled. No, no salt, without salt. So is it with a lot of salt? The boy said no, without salt. That is what the bottle here is what script cancel. So our answer is what? Oh, sorry. Our answer is blue. Our answer is blue. Okay. Is that taken? Is that taken? Good. All right. So that is the first part just ended. Okay. That is the oral part that just ended. So our next video, I will put on comprehension des écrits. So here, comprehension des écrits, here you're going to write whatsoever that is written, you have to understand. Is that okay? So what is written, you have to read and understand. So it's the same thing we are going to do here. All right, I'm going to stop here for today. So see you very soon about our second video. Merci beaucoup et au revoir.